That action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys.
Well, you love that versatility, DA. Thank you. This season, right now in the beginning stages, but some teams, Chris, already exceeding expectations. How do they keep that momentum? How do they keep things rolling along in that way?
You have to do that in the locker room and in practice. You have to make sure that you stick to the coach's rules and roles, and have to remember your success was built and predicated upon doing it the right way. And so how do you make sure you keep that focus? You pay attention to details, and especially the little things, and stick with the basics.
Good stuff. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Here's Francis. 6 to shoot. Gibbs grabs the board. Defended by Young. A shot off that time, and Richmond will go the other way with it. Takes a three, trains the three-pointer. Here's Gibbs. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans. Fires from 14. Rebounded by Richmond.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
And we'll see what, or if anything has changed this year. Maybe it's still a matchup of the haves and have-nots. Or maybe the playing field's a little more even.
Richmond shooting their first free throws of the night. He's off on the first. At the line for two. He hits the second from the line. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Shot's good by Wesley.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Puts up a three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Gibbs. Shot clock at 6. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. For Richmond, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Nick Young on the wing. And another basket from Richmond. Here's Gibbs. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And so Young will bring it up for Richmond. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Francis. And too long on the shot. Passes it to Gibbs. Defended by Young. The pass to Gibbs. Clock at 6. The 15-footer, good.
That's just not quite tight enough on him to impact the shot. He got a good look on that one.
Richmond leading by 5. Over to the left wing. From downtown, that one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first 3. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Wesley. A shot that time, not on target. For Richmond, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And that's out of bounds. Richmond will retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Pass to Francis for 3. That one misses. 3 shots, all come up empty. To the left side wing. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end.
Richmond leading by 3. Kicks it to Young. Pass to Francis. 6 on the shot clock. Trying his luck deep. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. Here's Gibbs. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
Pulls it up. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. And 33% here in the first quarter. Out left to the wing. Passes it to Wesley. Here's Gibbs. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Richmond has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And Richmond decides to take their first timeout here. We know the guys who can fill it up are in high demand. A lot of guys, Chris, in this game with instant offense.
Think about Eric Gordon, 6th man of the year, but can let it fly at any time. Of course, Steph Curry, the great Steph Curry. Lou Williams. I got to go to my man, Jamal Crawford. You know, he's getting up there, but Benjamin Button is still Jay Crossover. He's letting it fly. These are all guys I give it to him and say, I don't care how, just go get me a bucket.
Young outside. Got a piece of it. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, you can't pass up a shot from such short range.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Fires from 18, and he gets it to go. Gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Inside. They swipe it. Here's Francis. Sinks the triple.
There's too much space to give him out there on the perimeter. They got to close out on him.
Francis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. To the inside. Lays it up off the glass. Francis has got his second bucket tonight.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
There's the pass to Wesley. 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the elbow. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Covered by Wesley. Nice ball movement by Richmond. To the middle. Plays it up off the glass. And Richmond leads by 5.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
"17-foot shot on the way." Richmond leading by 5. Shot from the wing. And Wesley pulls it down. Wesley's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him. Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Richmond has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Pass to Francis. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Richmond.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
There's 1:34 left here in the first quarter. Defended by Young from about 19 feet. Basket good.
Wow, he's only going to hit that shot about 1 out of 10 times.
Three-pointer on the way. That miss is his 4th this game. He's shooting 3 for 7 from the field. To the middle. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
For Richmond, their last game a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. Burton, the pass to Young. Down low. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Can you say poster? Those are some impressive ups. Way to go, Burton.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Pass to Burton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
Now, here's Goodwin. 9-point game his last outing. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
And the type of game that many coaches hate. Very little defense being played on either end.
Right back after this break. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building a lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Last season, they were trying to speed up the game, C-Web. Teams were given fewer timeouts. Do you think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts, no more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up, and these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are, and I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it, and we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it, and look, play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West, but I tell you what, it seems like it's speeded up the game on both sides, and that's something great for us fans.
Well said. Both good from the line that time. 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Lets it go. Out of bounds. Richmond takes possession. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for Richmond.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Pass to Burton. Young outside. From past the arc. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made one of them.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
It's a close game here in Chicago. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Man, only surprise is that the margin wasn't greater. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite their lack of effort, Greg.
Off target on the 15-footer. Richmond leading by 4. Tipped away. Here's Burton. Can't cash in from close range.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
Inside. Got a piece of it. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Richmond shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. At the line for 2. First one falls for. He's off on the second.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Richmond leading by 5. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Now the pass to Goodwin. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Here's Burton. Nice ball movement by Richmond. Those three-pointers off the mark, being at a decent 44% clip here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Richmond leading by 5. Buries it down low. Burton's got 6 points. Gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Gibbs. Four on the shot clock. Can they get it? Knocks down the 3 ball. He has 6.
And a good job taking what the D gives him. He's not going to pass it up with that much space.
Fires from 14, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
To the inside. He can't get that one to fall, and Richmond will go the other way with it. Another shot, and it's good on the way in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Fade away, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Richmond leading by 4. Timeout called here. Richmond decides to talk it over. He tries for 3. And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds. On Tuesday, they'll be playing the Nuggets in Denver. And then on Wednesday, they'll be tipping off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Richmond has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Francis. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Francis has got 10 points.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
Pass to Gibbs. Over Francis. And it's good off the back rim and in. 8 points for him.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
To the right side with the shot, and that one's on target from the wing. And Richmond leads by 4. Gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Passes to Gibbs. Down low. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from 14. Francis grabs the board. Francis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lets the 3 fly. Not going to go that time.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
Fades and shoots. Rebounded by Richmond. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
You can't find much better shot than that one.
And Richmond shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Over to the wing. Right wing tries again, and the shot is long. 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. .146 left in the second quarter. Here's the floater. That one doesn't drop. And Richmond will go the other way with it. The quick look, no good that time.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Here's the 3. Rebounded by Richmond. To the wing on the left. Fires for 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. 50 seconds left now here in the second. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. If they play it right, we're talking a 2 for 1.
Exactly, but you still want a decent look because if you miss, the strategy doesn't help. And he had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter. But hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Misses in close.
I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Offline with the baseline jumper. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Richmond leads by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Dave Yeager, Coach, how do you keep up the defensive pressure and slow down their offense?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Looking at Richmond, Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. At 44%, pretty reasonable. Four on the clock. An easy 2 points on the layup. 6 points for him.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And Richmond shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
So it's the visitors now. 4-point game. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. The pass to Gibbs. Shoots it. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Here's Francis. He's got 13. Nice ball movement by Richmond. Goes back up. Connects. The jumper drops. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pass to Wesley. That shot, no good. And Richmond will go the other way with it. Inside. Francis' shot is off.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
To the paint. It's tipped. And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Here's Wesley, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
Gibbs grabs the board. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Fades and shoots. Rebounded by Richmond. Francis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Richmond misses again. Pass to Gibbs. To the middle for the tie. Shot's good by Wesley. Wesley's got 4 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Shoots a three. And Richmond misses again. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Gibbs. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Young with no one around. No good on the triple. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
For Richmond, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
For Richmond, they've made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Doing well. They're at 45%. And here is Goodwin. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out to the right wing. Sinks the triple.
I don't know why they're giving him that shot. I mean, he can get it going from three-point range if you don't be careful.
Richmond has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Passes it to Francis. Richmond needs to get a shot off. And Richmond misses again. Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. There's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 10 points for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Richmond trails by 4. Misses from short range.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Rebounded by Richmond.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the paint. That shot off. Gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Wasted no time on that one.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
To halt the run, and that's 2 points on the layup. Francis has got 4 this quarter.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against the guy who towers over him.
Well, it's just an attitude, a way of life. You can't let people see you back down, or they take it as a sign of weakness and expect that treatment every time.
And it's Wesley missing. Richmond trails by 4. Can't nail the jumper.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation. The coach right there, I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Burton's checked in for Richmond. Lots of room. And he hits the jump shot. He's got 18. Gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Three-pointer on the way. And Wesley pulls it down. Wesley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, well, with his toughness and skills in there, it's a rough problem to fix.
Here's Burton. 6 points for him. Nice ball movement by Richmond. Just 4 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. And Wesley pulls it down. Wesley's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And double teaming him is the only thing that's going to cool him off at this point. He is on a roll.
And Richmond making a change here. Young's checked in. Richmond trails by 9. Six to shoot to stop the run, and he lays it up and in. He has 6.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
58 seconds left in the third. To the inside. Lays it up off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Richmond has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 21.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Out to the right wing. Defended by Young. From 13. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, that's too bad. A nice drive there, but just couldn't finish.
Down low. Here's Burton. Count it. Good. Burton's got 8.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Goodwin with it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's just been one of those nights from him. He got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
And so it's the visiting team with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
Good stuff. Keep attacking, okay? Keep going to the basket. That's a good sign for us. They're going to go down for us.
Dave Yeager asking his guys to impose their will, being relentless at all times.
And I like the mentality, the aggressiveness. He sees some opportunities out there that they can take advantage of.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. From 15 feet away, nice jump shot, good.
I mean, he's out there on an island all by himself. I mean, good job to stay cool and drain it.
Ball's knocked loose. Young, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Richmond trails by 8. To the paint. Burton, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
The pass to Gibbs. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Richmond trails by 10. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Burton. Drops in the tray.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. To the wing on the left. Pass to Gibbs. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Richmond. Pass to Burton. Nice ball movement by Richmond. It's deflected. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Count it.
Showing some guts. Taking a guy who towers over him and still laying it up.
Out to the wing. This one for 3. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and then running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
a 3 off target. Richmond trails by 7. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Richmond takes possession. For Richmond, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far.
Wow, he's really been dragging them down tonight.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Timeout called here. Richmond decides to talk it over. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He does not think they're giving him everything. He said they've been faster to us all night. Loose balls, rebounds, everything. We got to wake up. It's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We got to seize this game. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Thank you, David. And the basket by Gibbs.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, the game looks like it's starting to wear on them. Unable to get out, defend the perimeter, unfocused. It's a bad sign.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
From about 16, that's good on the jump shot.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Shot to stop the run. Sinks the triple. 24 points for him.
Drills his third 3 of the half. I mean, that's 15 points from long range for him today.
On the shot clock. Lets it fly. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Young taking his time here. Francis passes to Young. Misses the 3. Gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Over to the wing right side. Here's Gibbs. He's feeling it.
Number 21.
Richmond trails by 14. Goes up the baseline, and the shot goes in. So it's the visitors now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Wesley the pass to Gibbs. Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. Gotta get him a few big pats on the back.
Gibbs grabs the board.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Rebounded by Richmond.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop. Still should have went for something better than that, though.
Back to Young. Yep, that one goes. And he has 28 points for the game.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races. And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Called time to just let them get their legs back under them.
A chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
They increased his role tonight after dropping their last game, and the move paid off. He's been the best player on the court by far, and now they don't have to worry about a losing streak. Just 5 to shoot. Gibbs passes to West. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
Richmond trails by 14. Here's Francis. Knocked away. Passes it to Gibbs. On its way from Young for 2. The quick look, no good that time.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
The 19-foot shot, and he connects with the jumper. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Pulls from the top of the key, and that one hits back iron. Gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly. Some incredible performance in recent years, C-Webb. Are there any NBA records you think that will be broken soon?
Well, let's see. maybe Curry will break his record again for threes in the season. He beat himself. He's 1 and 2 in that. Maybe he'll be 1, 2, and 3. Or he and Klay Thompson. Maybe Klay Thompson will be 1, 2, and 3, right? You know how that goes. How about Wilt's most consecutive triple doubles at 9? That seems crazy. Curry's most threes in the game at 13. Shout out to Dennis Scott that was at 12, but sorry, D. Scott. Curry, he can shoot too. And how about the most points in the game by a team? 186. I would love to see that one.
You'd love to play in that one.
I would love to play in that one. How many threes are going to be shot in that game?
Yeah.
But the great thing about it as a fan, I don't know which ones are going to be broken, but I'm watching because we want to see records get broken.
Four on the shot clock. To the paint. And Wesley pulls it down. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.